Alaska is known for a lot of things. The beauty of its wilderness, cold temperatures, snow, oil, its close location to Russia, and the off chance that you could get eaten by a gigantic bear. Think on that for a second, huh? Either way, it is now going to be home to an NFL team. Yes, a mysterious benefactor has bought the Seattle Seahawks and immediately has moved them to Alaska. Anchorage, to be more exact. So here in Madden 24, when you relocate a team, you can relocate them right away at any point in the season that you want. You don't have to go through the whole season and wait to put the team in a new spot. You can do it like that. I can't snap my fingers too good. So you can do that right away. Argentina, we could put them in if we had a bunch of Germans. Don't ask questions about that. Don't ask why there's a lot of German people in Argentina. Either way, Anchorage, Alaska. That is where we are moving the Seattle Seahawks. That's the team that we are going to pick to move and relocate. If you remember, last year in Madden 23, that was our franchise team, the Seattle Seahawks. So we're familiar with a lot of people on this team. And the Lumberjacks, that's the team that we're going to go with. I thought about the Huskies, but I just saw that sort of plaid, pattern on the back of the helmet. I have to say, that's a really cool idea for a helmet, honestly. I was pretty impressed with that idea. I hope next year we get like multiple helmet choices for these teams. You get about 3 jerseys and 3 pants, I think, with every team. The fonts are all the same for the jerseys, which I think is a little disappointing. Once again, we would all prefer to have full creative team back in the game, but if we can't have that, I would like to see a couple different helmets for each team. Maybe expand on the amount of jerseys you can have, maybe 6. Pants 6, just a couple different designs I think would be pretty cool. So Lumberjack Stadium, let me know what you guys think this thing should be called instead of Lumberjack Stadium. But we're only partway done with sort of our relocation of this team, because technically as of right now we still have all of our Seattle Seahawks players, right? We still have DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, all these guys, right? These are all great players. We all have them. How is Bobby Wagner still at 89 overall? We're not going to have any of them, though. We are going to release not every single player. A little bit of a house rule here. As of right now, if you are not already on the roster, when we sign free agents, they can be no higher than a 69 overall. When we bring in new players, as of right now, they can be no higher than a 69 overall. And I'll explain a little bit more about that later. I mean, all these great players, they've drafted some really good players here the past few years. Tariq Woolen, he has to get released. Sorry, pal, you're rated too highly for me. So we're going to get rid of all these great players. We're not going to trade any of them away and get draft picks. We're just straight up releasing them. I am going to clear our cap hits. I'm just going to clear it. I don't know, maybe this is some sort of like thing where if the team got relocated right away, the league's like, hey, if you want out of your contract, you can get out of your contract right away. So that's something that we're going to do. So we have a bunch of players that we got to cut. We got to get rid of. We got to get them off this team. Get out of here. We don't want you here anymore. Well, we still want them, but like we can't have them here anymore. That's kind of the disappointing part. But not really, because it should make this series a lot of fun. This is almost really similar to like if there was an expansion mode and you'd have a cupcake team. That's kind of what we have here. We're getting Derek Hall. Sorry, pal, you're 1 overall too good for us. And then there we go, 60. And what do you know? It's the Drew Lock era all over again. If you've been on this channel long enough, if you remember last year, the Drew Lock era, the Geno Smith era, the Jacob Eason era, and then the Drew Lock era again, and then the Geno Smith era again, and then the Drew Lock era again, and then the Drew Lock era ended when we drafted Nate English. So, Drew Lock, 65 overall, he gets another chance to be a starter in the NFL. Probably not where he wanted it to be, but either way, he gets to be a starter again. Isn't that awesome? So, here's the roster, and we need a couple running backs, of course. We need some receivers. Matt Landers is our only starting receiver. We need some tight ends. We need some tackles. We need some guards. We need a center. That center looks decent. So, I mean, that's a good, like, we have some decent players on this team still. Young players, young, hungry talent, some rookies. We need some defensive lineman guys for sure. We need some edge rushers. We need some linebackers. We have no linebackers. Yeah, we need some corners. Trey Brown, he was in the series as well. He developed somewhat nicely in that series. We need some safeties. So we need a kicker. We need a punter. And we're going to get an early start on refilling this team. We are just going to bring over everyone from the practice squad who is under a 69 overall. And that happens to be everyone. They're all under a 69 overall. And you're probably asking, well, how are you going to, you can't really build a team, win a championship with all 69 overall players. And that's 100% true. You can't, unless you're like super elite Madden player who labs for hours and you're probably great. You probably could. I'm not that guy. What we are going to do when we get to our season goal, I'm going to explain it then. That's another little house rule that I have for this series. V Jones, 57. He's going to be potentially our starting middle linebackers of 57 overall. And this guy who is a 33 overall, he's going to make the team. He's going to make the team. I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to get guys Gatorade, I guess. Get them drinks. So we have the team somewhat filled up. We still have to fill some more spots. And we are only going to fill it with guys who are on practice squads. That's right. We're not going to go out and sign free agents. We're only signing guys who are already on active NFL practice squads right now. So Kenny Nwangwu, we're going to bring him in. I think he was a pretty decent return man for the Vikings. I actually have I have a Kenny Nwangwu autograph patch card. Pretty cool card, actually. But yeah, now he's on our team. So we're looking here, some other running backs, who do we want here? And we're going to take a look here. Sean Tucker, 92 speed, 90 acceleration. He's a 62 overall. Let's get him in here. Let's see what he can do. I don't know what he's going to do. But yeah, he's going to do something. He's going to do something. He's going to, grab guys Gatorade. So Racy McMath, going to sign him, bring him on in. There's some wide receiver help for us. Looking through here, who else do we want? At receiver, Grant Dubois. I believe that's how you pronounce that. I don't know if it's Dubois. He's either Dubois or Dubois. Grant Dubois. Dubois sounds better, honestly. So his name is Grant Dubois. Sorry if that's not actually your actual name, friend. Then we're going to sign Zach Kuntz. Kuntz? Kuntz or Kuntz? I'm going to assume it's Kuntz, because Kuntz sounds too explicit. So we're going to say Kuntz. So we're looking through here now, trying to find some tackles a little bit. And Rasheed Walker, out of Penn State, 64 overall. We can work with this. We can work with this. We're going to bring him in. We also have some other things we're going to explain that we're going to do in this series. Are going to be pretty interesting regarding, jersey numbers. But Max Mitchell, 23 years old, 67 overall. Why not? You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's a guy that, if you got a guy like this in the draft, like your first year draft, 23 years old, 67 overall, you'd probably be like, that's pretty decent. He could develop into a decent tackle for us. That's going to be our goal with him. We're going to grab TJ Slayton, 25 years old, 66 overall. He's going to get an opportunity. He's going to be basically a starter for us for sure. One of the more higher overall free agents we're going to sign. Looking through here again, trying to find some more defensive line help. And we are going to sign Elijah Garcia, 24 years old, out of Rice. Bring him in. Let him cook. I don't know what he's cooking. It probably ain't going to be good, though. This team's going to suck defensively. I mean, that's the part where we're going to be really bad. And also, I'm not trying to sign like guys who are like the highest rated out of these practice squad players. I'm looking for certain attributes these guys could have that I might want to sign. And, this guy right here, Nesta Jade Silvera, when I went and looked, he actually had a decent block shed rating. So we're going to bring him in as well. Should be might be a decent player for us if he can develop. Yes, a 60 overall is getting signed. Like I said, I'm not looking to sign everyone who's like a 68, 69 overall. We're signing some guys who are downright terrible. But they have a few decent attributes like block shedding. I've explained this before in Seahawks franchise when I was drafting guys from our defensive line that eventually became like elite. Like we eventually had an elite defensive line where we could just get pressure at will. The block shed rating, I think, is pretty important. At least to me, it seems when you're playing with a CPU, that's a really important rating. I don't know how important that is if you're like someone who plays mud and you're playing competitive, things like that. But I know when you're playing against the CPU, that block shed rating is really important, regardless if it's a run play or not. Like, that's a really important rating. So we're looking through here for another outside linebacker, and we're going to go with Milo Eifler. I hope that's how you pronounce that. So I would be a substitute teacher that would always be asking people if I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm that guy. Brian Johnson. We're going to bring him in to kick. He has some decent stats, actually, as a kicker. Presley Harvin III. Sorry, pal. 71 overall. That is just a little too high for us. And we take a look here. And, we're going to go with Drew Chrisman. He's going to come kick for us. He looks like a punter, honestly. Someone's like, what the hell does that mean? He looks like a punter. If you know, you know, okay? So Alton Robinson actually is going to get released here. We signed a little too many players. We signed like maybe a couple more players than we actually needed to. So we still had some holes to fill. We needed a couple more. We needed like a corner or two, and we needed some strong safeties. So Delarian Turner-Yell. I hope I said that name right. Delarian. That sounds like that's right. So we signed him. He's going to be our starting strong safety. And we're going to sign, we need one more, and Nazee Johnson is going to be signed here. We're going to have to do something about that number, though. Can't be wearing that number as a defensive back on my team. Not going to work for me. We're about to get into that. So we're looking here, need one more corner, and Isaiah Bolden looks pretty good, actually. 95 speed. Awareness is really low, so that's going to have to be fixed, but looks like a really sensational athlete out of Jackson State. Of course, Bill Belichick drafted this guy, or signed him, whatever. Bill Belichick always finds these sort of really good corners like that who, I don't know if that guy's really good, but he could be really good with that sort of athletic profile. And then we're going to sign Shane Zylstra. That name's screwing me up. We're going to sign Shane Z. That's what we're calling him now. I'm not going to call him Zylstra. That's really messing me up, man. That Z and L and Y is like screwing with my Midwesterner tongue. It is not sounding good. Blake Proel. We're going to sign him. He's going to do stuff for us. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's going to do stuff for us. So here's the team, and it's just poop brown all over the place, man. It was like someone, had a nice Taco Bell value box and then took doo-doo all over our lineup screen. It is nothing but poop brown here. This is horrible. This is, when I was recording, this is where I went and realized this is probably a really bad idea. But why not? You know what I mean? Like, why not? Let's have some fun here, I think is my idea on it. Let's have some fun. Let's do something a little different. I thought about maybe doing a fantasy draft, but it's like, I don't want to have a bunch of actual, like, good NFL players. This is like a true rebuild. Honestly, this team sucks. We are 63 overall. We are terrible, man. As my phone goes off, hey, we are gonna suck. Our defensive line might be our best position group, and it's still bad. Actually, our cornerbacks are probably our best, and that sucks too. We are bad. But I think the fun of this is going to be all these different house rules that we're going to come up with as we go throughout this series. And hey, we have an upgrade for one guy right here, for Nazee Johnson. Oh man, he's a 60 overall, that sub linebacker role. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Drew Lock though, he's like, I get to start. So this is one of our main house rules. 4 wins. If we can meet this goal, we can win 4 games. The maximum overall of the player that we can sign right now currently is a 69. If we meet this goal and we win 4 games, that will go up by 4 to 73. So then we can sign guys who are 73 overall and below. What do you guys think? And if we eventually change our goal to 7, well, whatever the minimum goal for that is, we will then add 7 to that, and so on and so forth. We'll try to come up with different rules for when we, make the playoffs. Is that like plus 10 to the minimum overall of the player, or the maximum overall to the player that we can sign? Maybe, I don't know. We'll try to come up with it as we go throughout the series. So we take a look here at the draft class, and it's a bunch of good quarterbacks. We're not going to do anything in terms of the draft class. We can draft whoever we want. There's no like restrictions on drafting. We're not gonna be like, oh, we can only draft, guys in the 7th round. Not going to do that. So we can draft guys how we want to draft them, wherever they fall. So there's some good quarterbacks here. Once again, I'm going to complain to EA about this. You looked at one of those players, still has Dwayne Haskins' face. I do not understand why Dwayne Haskins' face still comes up in the draft class faces. To me, that is incredibly disrespectful. That needs to be changed. That needs to be removed. RIP Dwayne Haskins. We won a Super Bowl with Dwayne Haskins in the Steelers franchise in Madden 22. That needs to change. I don't understand that. So, numbers. We are going back to the 2020 and earlier season number restrictions for players and for DBs. No, we are not doing teens and single digits for defensive backs. We're going back through 20 through, I believe, 49 on there. Those are the numbers defensive backs are going to wear on our team. I do not want to see any like 12 and things like that on the squad. Don't want to see it. So there is that. Joey Blunt gets an upgrade, and we're going to get an upgrade here for Jake Curran, our right tackle. Oh boy. Oh man. I already have issues with guys who are in their 70s blocking for me in this game. Now we have to worry about people who are rated at 60 trying to hold up and block for us. So there's our overall. We're going to take on the Los Angeles Rams in this episode, and this is only going to be a play the moment series. I'm not looking to play full games here, just because I don't think that'd be as much fun. But we look at the jerseys here. I hope we get alternate helmets next year for these relocation teams. We do get 3 jerseys. We get a red jersey, you get a white jersey, and then we get a cream jersey. You see that? There's a slightly kind of off-white color to it. That's pretty cool, honestly. But yes, and there's our home jersey. And I believe we get 3 pants, actually. We get brown, white, and red pants. So, looks pretty cool. We can't do any red for our shoe colors. So here we go, Lumberjacks Stadium. The first ever NFL game in Alaska, I'm assuming. I don't know if that's true. I'm going to assume that's true. I don't think there's ever been an NFL game held in Alaska. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think I am. So I'm just going to keep saying this is the first ever game in Alaska. Drew Lock's like, yeah, man, I'm a starting quarterback in Alaska. Look, where Drew Lock's career was probably heading, he'll take it, all right? He'll take it. Somehow we've probably fit the entire population of Anchorage in this stadium. So let's go here. Kickoff. Let's try to take a lead here. So this is once again a little bit of a different series than Bears franchise. So let's see here. We got up. I believe this is a play action look here. Let's see what we can get here. Drew Lock. First play of Lumberjacks history is a completion of 3 yards to probably DJ Dallas. Yes. So that's who caught the first catch there. The first touchdown, is that coming on this play? It's not. We just throw this one out of a sack. We're getting run down. So let's come back again. Let's see. Let's make something happen here. 3rd and 7. Drew Lock, shotgun formation, play action, looking, and pressure comes in. That's going to be intercepted. That one's going the other way. So the first touchdown in Lumberjacks history is going to be a pick 6 by Kobe Durant. Picks that one off. Lean with it, rock with it. Picking off Drew Lock. It's just like the good old days, right? If you remember Seahawks franchise, we threw a lot of interceptions with Drew Lock in Madden 23. We're kind of doing it again here. So let's come back. We get to play defense. Still my issue with play the moments. They think you want to play a lot of it feels like they give you a lot of defensive things. I hope they redo play the moments a little bit. Maybe give a reason for those goals. That should have been an interception. I don't think these guys' awareness, though, is high enough to know to pick the football off. So trying to get some pressure here. Can't get it. Turner Yell shoves Tyler Higbee out of bounds. They're at the 4 now. I have no idea if we're going to be able to stop this. And no, we're not. There's a touchdown. Van Jefferson gets the touchdown. Not sure what he's doing. That's a little dance. So we're down 14-0 here. And they're going for it on 4th down. The game's like, you want to play more defense? I guess. I'm going to assume they're going to run this football. So we're going to run commit here. And can we get anything in our... Hey, there we go. There's a play by the defense. And Cam Akers, only 18 yards. So our run defense isn't half bad. Kind of holding them here. We deny them on, on 4th down. So there's that. So we're still simulating here. 21-0. End of the first, 24-0. So we come in here. Can we make something happen? You see, they're kind of pressing us here. I'm looking at Landers. What can the rookie do for us? Get some time to stand in the pocket. Deep ball. Matt Landers, he's gone. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. So the first offensive touchdown in Lumberjacks history will go to Matt Landers. I believe he's out of Oklahoma. He doesn't even have a pitcher yet. But Matt Landers, nice deep ball there by Drew Lock. I believe we used the freeform passing right there. And Matt Landers is gone right there. Drew Lock, really nice throw from Drew Lock, actually, all things considered. So we come back again. We get another look here, and they're pressing us again. I think they're trying to get pressure and are trying to press us here. Well, okay, let's see what Matt Landers has. All right, then we're going to take another deep shot here. Why not? We took outside Kate Johnson, trying to take a deep shot. One of these guys should be open, and again, it's Matt Landers open. Deep shot. Look at that catch by Matt Landers. And he does it again. Another touchdown by Matt Landers. 2 touchdowns here. Back-to-back drives. Just deep shots right here. This one is thrown off his back foot. Aaron Donald coming in. I mean, Drew Lock, he stood in there. And he finds Matt Landers. What a catch right there from Matt Landers. Able to find the football. And he's getting a hell of an opportunity here. Drew Lock and Matt Landers. Lock to Landers. So we come back again. 34. 4th and 1 coming up here. Drew Lock gonna try to make something happen here. Let's see if we can make something happen. Drew Lock looking, and we're gonna throw this football here, and there we go. Landers again, another catch. He's thrown 4 interceptions. I've only thrown 1 of those, so the other 3 are purely on him, not me. So 3rd down here, keep this drive alive. 3rd and 9. Lock looking, throws this one here. Gonna find Kenny Nwangwu. And that's going to be a 1st down. So, hey, there's some positives to take away here. We look like we at least look like a football team that deserves to be on the field. I'm not sure about winning. So let's come back again here. 2nd and 5. Looking, going to throw this one. Check it down to Kenny Nwangwu, and Nwangwu is going to pick up a yard. Rad. Come back again now. 3rd and 4. We're going to be another handoff here. Nwangwu, is he going to pick up the 1st down? Almost picks it up. 4th and 1. We're going to go for it again. And, yeah, they're trying to strip the ball from us. Another handoff here. Going to be an outside run. And let's see if we can get this here. And we cut it back inside, and we get the 1st down. So, hey, there's some positives here. I'm not 100% sure how we're going to play this entire season. If it's all going to be play the moment. Some games might be... where we're simply just going to play offense as well. Not going to do defense. Maybe I'll do... We're not going to... We get enough defense to play the most. But Drew Lock runs it in for the touchdown. The first rushing touchdown in Lumberjacks history will go to Drew Lock. And so there it is. Those are the 2 for the fun fact history books. And yeah, so we end up losing this game, of course. But we only lose it by 2 scores, by 2 touchdowns, essentially. So... that's probably better than what a lot of people thought we would do in this game. 34-21 is your final. We're going to start the season 0-1, but Drew Lock, when I controlled him at least, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown on the day. When I controlled him, that's what I did. Those other 3 interceptions, I don't know anything about those. He threw those, not me. So I have to say, I'm proud of myself so far through Madden 24. I've only thrown like 3 interceptions. Okay, so I think I'm off to a lot better start than I was in Madden 23, where I probably threw like 20 by now. We were throwing hella interceptions in Madden 23. It was insane. So we just look through here. Matt Landers, Arkansas. I'm sure someone is like, no, he went to Arkansas, you dumb son of a... Sorry. I don't keep up with SEC football like that, okay? So Matt Landers out of Arkansas had 2 touchdowns today. Some key catches. Grant Dubois had 2 catches. So, you know, hey, you know, we might have found a diamond in the rough here with Matt Landers. He has a chance to be maybe a really good player for us long term. Who knows? Defensively, did we get any sacks? We did. Thomas Incoom? Thomas Incoom got a sack first. So there's another first sack goes to Thomas Incoom. We take a look back in the stat sheets. Who got the first sack? Thomas Incoom. And, you know, yeah, looks, you know, our defense did defensive things. We gave up not too much pressure, only 3 sacks. That's kind of not bad, but the interceptions, that's not good. Can't have 4 interceptions and try to win football games. Especially if we want to meet that goal and be able to sign better free agents. So, get another upgrade here for Delarian Turner-Yell. And he is going to go up to or I believe he stays a 66 overall. But he gets +1 awareness, +1 zone coverage. Awareness is what we're going to need for these guys. So, weekly awards, that means someone won an award. Even though we lost. Even though we lost. We're going to look at that a little bit. Right after we look at this, we have a tandem breakout offense opportunity. I have no idea if we're going to get this, but Cade Johnson was really inspired by Matt Landers' performance. Who wouldn't be? I mean, absolutely took the top off of that Rams defense twice, beating his man in press coverage. So that is just really rad that he did that. I was not expecting that. I was like, whoa, what's this? But maybe Matt Landers might be a guy that, you know, for my franchise guys out there, maybe that's a guy you might want to look at trading for. I doubt it would take much to get him. He seems like a pretty diamond in the roughy player. Diamond in the roughy. Either way, Matt Landers gets 2,500 XP. And Cade Johnson, if we can get him 150 plus yards, he can, and some touchdowns, he can maybe get some, maybe get a dev trade upgrade or something. I'm not sure. But we have to go look at these weekly awards. Let's go take a look at it. I'm going to guess Matt Landers won NFC Offensive Player of the Week, and he did. 5 receptions, 174 receiving yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. Now, I don't know if this has ever happened. Has there ever been a situation where an offensive player won Offensive Player of the Week, but the opposing defense he went up against, a player won Defensive Player of the Week? I don't know if that's ever happened. There's a chance Kobe Durant maybe got burned on maybe 2 of these touchdowns, yet he still wins Defensive Player of the Week because he got 2 interceptions and one of them being a pick 6. I don't know if that's ever happened, but either way, if it did happen, I think it's pretty cool that it happened in this first episode here. So that is where we are going to end this episode. I hope you guys enjoy this series. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Give me some suggestions on some house rules maybe you guys think we should look at maybe having, you know, maybe take that under consideration. So either way, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to hit like, be sure to hit subscribe. Go watch Bears franchise. I've uploaded like 5 episodes of that. We got this series now. Might have one more series in the works for Madden 24. But yeah, Madden 24, been a really good launch. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter. Link in the description. I'll see you guys later. Peace.